All right. Welcome everybody to the opening session for DAO Rush Week number 4. There have been 3 DAO Rush Weeks before this. It started in June of last year, I believe was the first one. Now we're on number 4. It's basically we try to do it every quarter, but now that we just number them, it's flexible to do whenever we want. But we want to come together on a regular basis to be able to show people why they should join a DAO, show people what's going on with this technology, and see the actual faces behind the technology. Lots of people dive into DAOs on Discord or on Uniswap or wherever they're finding their DAOs, and giving people an opportunity to find DAOs by interacting with human faces is really the whole point of this thing. It's also a good opportunity to cross-pollinate between DAOs. There's a lot of people from different DAOs here. They're going to be talking about what they're up to, and being able to learn from each other is a really valuable part of this event for me and for other people, I assume, as well. DAO Rush Week in general was started by Metacartel and inspired by Madaga Delta in terms of the kinds of events that they throw, and just encouraging more people to do that kind of thing is really what we're all about. It's really a space for anybody, any DAO, to be able to throw an open house event during the same week, so we can build up that sort of energy where people are going around from event to event, trying to find the ones that appeal to them, and figuring out what's going on there. So again, it's open for any DAO. Even if you're trying to participate for this quarter and you haven't submitted an event yet, you still kind of can. You're late. It's better if you submit early, but you can still participate even if you're late. And in general, this event is organized by the DAOs that participated last quarter. So if you're participating this quarter and there's something that you think could be better, or there's something that you really like that you want to make sure happens again, you are in control of this event, and we want to make sure that you have the ability to shape where it goes. So just really dive in. There's a Telegram channel where most of the conversation happens each quarter. So find me somewhere if you're not in that Telegram channel. And when we do DAO Rush Week number 5, you can make sure that your ideas happen for the event. Because again, it's all about the last DAOs organizing the next one, and then those DAOs organizing the next one. That's what we do here. So the main point is to get people to join a DAO. That's part of what happens. Some of the DAOs like Madaga Delta have said that they've had tons of success bringing in new recruits from this event, from their open houses that they host each quarter. Other people have said that the most valuable part for them was, again, just talking to other DAOs and realizing things were happening that they didn't know before. So those are the kind of 2 angles that we're trying to promote here. If you haven't seen it yet, there's a calendar of all the events that people have submitted on DAOrushweek.com. So definitely browse through that schedule, see which DAOs you want to hear from, and add it to your calendar. Make sure you don't miss it. There's also a Discord that you can get to from DAOrushweek.com, and that's kind of the fire hose kind of updates channel if you want to make sure you don't miss anything. We'll try to post about all the events that are happening each day in that Discord, and there's places where you can reach out to individual DAOs in the Discord as well. So if you're not part of the Discord, but you want to keep up with what's happening during the week, the Discord is the place. And also, of course, Twitter. Follow DAO Rush Week on Twitter. So that's kind of the introductory stuff, why we're here, what we're doing. And what this event in particular is for an opportunity for you to hear from as many DAOs as possible that are participating in the event. So the DAOs have kind of put together a slide deck with 1 slide from each DAO, and we'll go through them and let them talk about what they do for about 3 to 5 minutes or so, and hear about a whole bunch of DAOs in one session. And then later you can go to their open house event to dive in deeper and decide that you actually want to join that DAO, because that's what we're all about. We want to grow these DAOs. With that said, we'll hand it off to the first presenting DAO, which is API 3, whose event is right after us at 12 p.m. Eastern, by the way. So if you're excited to dive into events right after this, you want to go to theirs. API 3.
Thanks, Neuron. Hi, everyone. API 3 is a DAO dedicated to creating and curating fully decentralized data feeds to power the next generation of Web3 dApps. We're based on Aragon, but what we're trying to build at the moment is a skin in the game governance model. And what this means is that people who buy API3 tokens will be able to stake their tokens into a staking pool, and in return, they get governance rights in the API3 product. Once this is finished, and it's undergoing its second audit at the moment, API3 will be fully governed by people who own the API3 tokens. This should allow us to be able to create fully decentralized data feeds. Existing Oracle projects suffer from a weakness that you have to trust the team behind the Oracle project themselves to govern data feeds. And the reason behind this is that a data feed shouldn't be seen as a static thing. You can't just deploy it as a smart contract and leave it and forget about it, because APIs they're not like the blockchain, so they're not immutable. API endpoints will change, API specifications will change, and the Oracle projects need to be able to react to this. So with API3, we've decentralized that layer. So rather than trusting a company to do it, all the governance is on chain. And the way we incentivize correct governance from the token holders is that staking collateralizes an insurance pot. So if there's a mistake with the governance, and if data feeds have errors as a result, this staking pool is used to compensate the affected projects, basically. So in the event of a governance failure causing incorrect data, the people who lose out are the governors responsible for it. And this is balanced with an inflow, basically an inflow that's programmatically determined for the governance. And then that's balanced with burning for people paying for the data feeds. So there's a complex tokenomic model. But practically what this means is that we're a project that's able to offer fully decentralized data feeds without even trusting the governors. We're currently able to provide data to over 15 different blockchains. We've got a very blockchain agnostic model, and our Oracle is very flexible. And actually our event that's after this is with the Open Bank project. We announced this last week. They have over 400 banking data APIs. They're very passionate about open banking, and they're the biggest fully open source banking middleware provider. So we're very excited to work with them, and the event will be a conversation with our CEO, well, not our CEO, one of our co-founders and the Open Bank project CEO about how the advantages in bringing banking data APIs to the blockchain and what kind of products and projects can be built around that. So we're very excited about that. There's a link in the Discord and in the Telegram, and I hope to see as many of you there as possible. If any of you are interested in joining or working with us, we have our Discord link that I'll put in the DAO Rush Week Discord as well. That's more focused on building. Otherwise, if you're looking to just govern generally, then that will be done very soon through the API3 token staking. But thanks for the time, Niran. Appreciate it.
No problem. Really excited about what API3 is up to. Next up is DORG.
Hey everyone, Ori from DORG here. We are a Web3 builder DAO comprised mainly of software engineers, but then also designers and project managers, operators, sourcing, and recruiting people. So we're like full stack. We've been working with lots of different projects in the space over the last 2 years. We have like an open join process where anyone can work on a project that flexes the skills that they'd like to bring to the collective, and then they can join through that. We'll be going through that process and then some history on what we've been up to, project highlights, and what it's like to work together this Wednesday at 1:30 Eastern. So join us.
Awesome. I always love it when people are living the dream of working for DAOs. Next up is Shenanigan. Anybody here from Shenanigan? All right. Next up is Elastic DAO.
Hello, everyone. I'm actually right by a highway. I can't do the Shenanigan one. But
no problem.
I hope things are going well.
No problem. Thanks.
Hey, guys. Thank you. So I'm Krisu. I'm marketing and community lead in Elastic DAO. So Elastic DAO is a governance platform that aims to balance the competing interests of the different shareholders. And our main goal is to create DAOs that have a fairer governance model and that the people are incentivized to participate and be active in governance by getting rewarded for that. So we launched it about 1 month ago, and right now we have approximately 600 holders, and our holders are from small to big contributors and to big whales. And all of them can vote, but till their maximum voting power. And that means that even if you have more than the maximum voting power, you cannot vote with that. So during the DAO Rush week, we will have 2 events. The first one would be our first community call. We will talk about some technical stuff. You will meet the team, and we will go through some what happened before that and what is about to happen within the next months. And the second event, which is actually the next page, is the next slide. It's a t-shirt and meme event that, as it says, we will create memes, and the people who will share it on Twitter and they are interested, they will get a t-shirt with their favorite meme. So yeah, we believe that it will be fun, and we will be very, very happy to see you there. Thank you.
Awesome. Next up is Agave.
Hi, I'm Sandpiper. I'm here to talk about Agave. Agave is a fairly new DAO. It started out as a One Hive project on XDAI for a collateralized lending platform. So, I mean, we all know that like Ethereum gas fees are super high on Ethereum mainnet. So there's been all these different side chains, including XDAI and Polygon are probably 2 of the longest standing ones. So the One Hive DAO decided that we wanted to build a collateralized lending platform on XDAI because XDAI has some exchanges but doesn't really have a lot of decentralized finance stuff on it yet. Since then, Agave has kind of turned into its own sub DAO of One Hive, kind of. Yeah, so it's starting out as a fork of Aave. We have some plans to differentiate pretty quickly, handle different kinds of collateral like LP tokens and just lots of different tokens that aren't necessarily on Aave. We're planning on launching early May, maybe first week, we hope. You can come to our open house on Friday at 5:30 Eastern time. Yeah, just come and ask any questions if you have any. Thanks.
Awesome. It's always good to see layer 2 stuff and sidechains taking off. Next up is Badger DAO.
Hey guys. First of all, thanks so much for having us. My name is Will. I head up marketing and comms over at Badger DAO. This is our second DAO Rush week, so excited to be back, and appreciate you having us. So Badger DAO, in essence, if for those who aren't familiar, is focused on bringing Bitcoin to DeFi. So we build products to make that easier and provide a place for Bitcoin holders to put their Bitcoin to work. This happens through one of our core products, which is our set vaults. Sets are actually Badger's homes, so a little bit of a play or a meme on in that regard. A lot of what we do is based in this sort of 8-bit kind of creative realm, which we really love and are excited about, and seems to be a good response. So to all the creatives out there who are also into that sort of thing, it's an open call to you guys to get involved as well. While we're developer focused, we're also open to all kinds of roles. A great story is myself. I come from more of a traditional marketing background, platforms, got involved with the organization by sort of just popping my head into the Discord, suggesting some ideas around merch, and you know, about 2 months following, we launched our first merch sale with a limited edition jersey and NFT at a premium price of $2,000, sold out in less than 30 seconds. So, you know, a great example of going from an idea to manifesting and becoming a really big part of the community. And we're really excited about that product as well, because our NFTs are also going to carry financial utility. There's more to come on that. If you come over and join the community, you can read a bit more about that. But really exciting stuff going on right now. We're getting ready to launch the Badger Bridge today, which will be the first of its kind to bring, or I would say the first of its kind to be the one-stop shop for bringing Bitcoin to Ethereum. So it will all be able to transact within one app, which we're really excited about, kind of taking some of that arduous process away, and an insanely large incentivization program just for using the bridge, upwards of 6 million in rewards coming from the Badger team. And this is in partnership with RemBM. Something that we also like to focus on a lot is leveraging partners in the space who can bring something great to the table, so we can leverage each other's skills to put out products and services that make it easier to interact with DeFi and to bring Bitcoin over. So yeah, very exciting stuff. Again, right now, more of our focus is on the developer side. So looking for smart contract developers, look out for some more comms on that coming from our channels later. But most of our hiring and most of our team building so far has been organic through Discord and just joining, kind of lurking around, finding where you can fit in. We're going to be putting out a lot more information on what we're doing and sort of give the community a sense of where they could possibly help and support. And of course, you know, we operate on a grant program. So starting off on grants based on contribution level, and then we move into more long-term core contributors. Right now we're sitting about 11 core contributors with roughly 30 people on grants. So lots of opportunity. We're building really, really fast. We've only been around for about 4 months now. We're sitting at over $1 billion in TVL, and lots of really exciting products, partnerships, and things in the works. So we hope you'll come out to our event. One of our co-founders, Chris Spadafora, will be talking and filling everybody in a little bit more on the details of what we're up to, and again, more of how you can get involved. On Discord, I'm will.i.m. So if you're interested or know anybody who's interested, feel free to send me a DM, join our Discord, and we'll do our best to help place you in opportunities where you can best help and flex your muscles. So thanks again for having us.
No problem. Thanks for being a part of it. Next up is One Hive.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here. I'm Meta Verde, and I'm here to rave about One Hive DAO. What drew me to this crypto space is our dedication space to the people on the edges who get marginalized so often. The DAO is designed to optimize inclusion and governance and to develop an economic system to support people while we're working on projects that include more and more people in the economics. It's kind of a circular thing where we support each other, and supporting each other allows us all to support each other more. It's actually really super cool. And I see a lot of DAOs operate this way, so we're all special. Well, we don't have UBI. We do have Poland, which converts to honey, and honey is money. Many people joining our ecosystem are able to quit their day jobs. This is a true story, and it's actually really super exciting in this particular economy we have lately. They're able to quit their day jobs. We are able to quit our day jobs and dedicate to working full-time, promoting the technology that's making the world a better place to be. I'm super excited about the fact that DAOs are working on so many governance and economics models, and those are like the kind of like the two biggest issues that we have IRL is the economics and the governance. And that's what we're working on, and things are constantly getting modified to make them more and more inclusive and more fair. And it's just really super exciting. This is like 10 years ago, we couldn't even have dreamed of this world. And here we're living in it, and we're promoting it, and we're building it. And everybody here is part of that. And that's just like just super excited. You'll hear me say exciting a lot this week. I've dropped the Discord forum and GitHub links, as well as our One Hive community calendar in the One Hive channel on the DAO Rush Week Discord, so people can access our different socials through that. Please come get involved. Please come to our open house tomorrow at 5 p.m. UTC. It's going to be on the One Hive Discord server, and I would suggest, if you're not already there, to start early, because as we know, getting onto this. That's not me, is it? Okay. We're like, did the music magically start? 5 p.m. UTC, so that's 10 a.m. West Coast time tomorrow on the One Hive Discord server for our open house. And our famous token engineer Lukington will be there to talk about Celeste and hopefully Tulip, which is going to be the farms on HoneySwap that should be launching again soon. Okay, so this is super important. We welcome newbies to One Hive. We have a welcome bounty. Oh, I need to drop that in the Discord. We have a welcome bounty to help you get started. I already dropped a link. This graphic that you see now is interactive, and I dropped a link to that in the One Hive channel on the DAO Rush Week Discord. So that if you click around each of the things like Flora and Bug Bounty and Morphosis, these are all names of different working groups that we have, and we call the working group swarms because it goes with the bee theme. And if you drop into the DAO Rush Week Discord on the One Hive channel, you'll find a link to this graphic, and you can click around and see what the different swarms are focusing on. Let me see. So as the graphic shows, One Hive is organized into working groups called swarms. We have groups who don't even tech. You don't have to be techie. So many people come in and they're like, well, I don't even tech, and like I do tech, but I haven't teched at all at One Hive. And it's been working out really super well for me. And we see a lot of people that come in and get, we recognize the value of helping of just being there and contributing as a human being and helping to build a community. An inclusive community is our center pillar. It's expressed very well in the community covenant that's at the wiki, that's on the wiki, and a link to that is also in the One Hive channel on the DAO Rush Week Discord. You're always also, if you come by the Discord, you're always welcome to drop in on any voice channel on our Discord. And if you see people there, feel free to drop in and, obviously be polite and listen and don't interrupt if there's a serious meeting going on, but please drop in and see what's going on. And we welcome everyone to participate in the community discussion. I think that's pretty much all I have. Please come to our open house tomorrow. It's 10 a.m. West Coast time, 5 p.m. UTC. And let me reiterate that we are building new bleeding edge governance and tokenomics, economics models that are able to bring in people from the edges, people who otherwise wouldn't be able to dedicate their lives to working on community building and technology through our system of awarding pollen for participation and converting that to honey. People have been able to quit their day jobs and just become part of a community and be rewarded just for being a human being and having human being ideas. And I think that's all I've got. Thank you.
Awesome. Next up is DAO Book Club. Let me give you permission to unmute and go nuts.
Hey, so thanks. There's a second Aaron on here. I think that's doing my thing. I don't know if the host can kick that second Aaron out. It's changing my background here on.
I see it.
Thanks. So, so hey, I am Aaron. I am we are one of the people in the DAO Book Club. And so, the DAO Book Club was a DAO started, was a book club actually started almost a year ago at this point. At the beginning, we kind of had one idea, which was we wanted to read some first principle documents on governance, right? What are these founding principle documents on governance? And read them and then discuss them and see how they apply. And so the first one we've been starting with is the Federalist and also the Anti-Federalist papers. And we've been meeting almost every Tuesday now for about a year. And we do two things. One, we show up and we have having read the Federalist papers of the given week. And then we discuss for that hour. And while we're discussing it, we talk about everything from one, what was the intended intended usage of what they were talking about back when they were writing the Federalist or Anti-Federalist papers. Two, how does that apply to like modern day local nation state governance that we still see out there? And then three, we talk about how that actually applies to Web3 governance, whether that's over the Ethereum community itself, individual DAOs, and ultimately we're just having some really big conversations about, what is the right political philosophy that we can adopt for our different ideas. We believe that there are a lot of new good governance models out there right now, but we believe a lot of these newer governance models are actually based in older governance models that have existed at some other previous point in time. So trying to understand the OG models and break it down to building blocks and kind of build from there. And it grows, and the DAO Book Club kind of expands and contracts based off what we need. For a while, we actually had another book club going on, reading Eleanor Ostrom's book, Governing the Commons, and that existed for about 6 months. A big group came in and read that. Federalist papers are a long one, and we're reading 2 papers a week, and there's 60 some odd Federalist papers. So it's taken us a while. We are on paper 30 right now. So, or I want to say it's 29 or 30, I want to say. So we're making good progress. And yeah, we all are welcome to come to the DAO Book Club. All are welcome to participate. And when you participate in a session, you actually get a share in the DAO, which offers like a proof of knowledge in this new space. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. It really good conversations that we need to be having more of in the Ethereum space. So come on and join. It's Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Our Rush event is just going to be a normal event for everyone. So if you want to come join the Discord, read papers. I can tell you it is Federalist paper. Yeah, Federalist paper 30 and 31. So come reading Federalist papers 30 and 31 and join in the discussion. So thanks, everyone.
Awesome. I'm part of DAO Book Club myself. I highly recommend it. It's always a good time. Next up is the Panvala League, which is me. So I'll present this one. The Panvala League is an organization that's currently 47 communities that work together to match donations using the inflation from the token supply. We subsidize communities the same way that Bitcoin subsidizes security. So this past quarter, during the Gitcoin matching rounds that most people are familiar with, when people donate using the Pan token that Panvala runs on, they earn donation matching from the inflation. It's a combination of how much they received in donations and how much their community has staked to support that community. It's basically a dynamic matching multiplier that increases the more you stake. So we think that's most of the DeFi protocols are based on yield, and matching multipliers are a form of yield that most people are already familiar with from just participating in communities that take in donations and sometimes have donations that are matched as well. We think the main way that most people are going to interact with crypto technology is through their communities, not necessarily through investments. So we think we can continue to generalize the model that makes Bitcoin work and use it to drive more and more resources towards communities. We want to share it with as many communities as possible. We think the more we share it, the stronger it gets. We started with 5 communities using this thing. It's 47 communities now. We want to continue to share it with more and more. If you're part of a community that runs on donations, membership fees, anything like that, we want to match those for you. And if you are part of communities that are outside of crypto that you think can benefit from this sort of matching, this is not just a crypto thing. This is for all kinds of people, all kinds of communities. We think we can elevate community life across the board by using the same technology that Satoshi put together back in 2009 to get this whole Bitcoin thing off the ground. We think we can get communities off the ground the same way. So we have an open house on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern time to if you're interested in more information about how the system works, how people are using it, etc. And then if you just want to hang out and have fun, we have a poker game that we do every week. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. You don't have to like buy in with like money that will cost you something from your pocket, because we use Circle's UBI as the currency, and you can get that by signing up for the system, and it trickles UBI tokens too. So if you want to play poker with us, join us at 3 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. And if you want to hear more about Panvala, we'll tell you all about it at 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Next up, let me refresh the slide deck and make sure we didn't miss anybody. So there's 3 more slides in here. Next up is DAO House. I'm giving you permission to unmute yourself. Go.
Hi, I'm glad I was able to get my slide in here. Deacon from DAO House. I did a quick intro at the beginning, but yeah, so we're a platform and for helping communities create DAOs. It's really flexible and can meet most communities' needs. It's definitely worth checking out. There's a question about joining DAO Book Club. That's we're home to DAO Book Club. So yeah, if you show up to the meeting, then you can get a share in DAO Book Club. We're also home to like Meta Cartel, Meta Gamma Delta, Raid Guild, and hundreds of other DAOs. DAO House is actually a DAO itself. So it's a product that's run by a DAO. And we recently launched what we're calling Uber House, which is actually all the DAOs in our platform manage our token and are part of the product direction and development through a DAO to DAO kind of governance. One of the things we really are exploring is this kind of how can one DAO interact with another DAO. And so right now we have like DAOs streaming funds from one DAO to another DAO, and we have we're starting to kind of build this economy of DAOs. And in the future, you know, we kind of think that everything will be a DAO. And so creating this kind of sub economy is something really interesting to us. So we're going to have our talk tomorrow. Definitely come check us out, and it's open to everyone, and we can hang out and people can share their ideas on if they want to start a DAO or if they're have any questions. Come join us. Thanks a lot.
Awesome. Next up is Raid Guild.
Hello, that's me. Also some other people and Deacon, and Raid Guild is the freelancing guild arm of the Meta Cartel. So I know we have at least a handful of Meta Cartel people here, but that's a big DAO, and Raid Guild is a little smaller, but we're doing tons of product demos and building experiments for really all different kinds of people in blockchain, from small startups to kind of the biggest companies that you're most familiar with. Raid Guild absolutely slays your product demos. We're doing a happy hour on Friday, and if you want to learn about how to become a more effective full-time freelancer that's part of this more powerful community where you can kind of amplify your skills, then Raid Guild might be for you. And if you want something really cool built on blockchain, then you should hire Raid Guild to do it, because we're the best. Yeah, I think that's pretty much that. Oh, there's a Solidity workshop too. That's cool. I don't have anything to do with that, but if you're interested or you want to learn more, hit me up, and I'm always happy to talk about it.
Awesome. And then next up is Hero DAO.
Oh my gosh, this is mine too. So Hero DAO is new. It has existed for about a month. And what we're going to do is, inspired by NPR's Planet Money, we are taking one open source comic book hero from the 50s, 60s, glory days of comic books that has fallen into the public domain and lost its copyright. And we are going to reboot it and launch a real physical comic book as a community of people who like comics or want to be a part of something. And the reason that doing this on a DAO is better than a Kickstarter is because we can have the artists that work on it be members of the organization that's funding it. And also all future sales of the comic books and licensing and everything can go back to the original people that are working on it and are funding the goal, not just the first product. So we're growing exponentially from 2 to 5 members this week. So wow, we're more than doubling every week. So you should definitely get in on Hero DAO, help us launch a physical comic book, pool resources, and we're gonna vote very soon on what hero to focus on. I think personally, Moon Girl has the most meme potential, but there's a lot of options, and we definitely want to take input from a lot of people. And there are thousands of different superheroes which have fallen into the public domain for us to choose from. So Thursday, April 29th at 4 p.m. we're doing a intro to Hero DAO, and hopefully a bunch of you on this call will join us and pledge.
That's awesome. I love that there's a Moon Girl comic in the public domain.
I
hope
also
that,
love
I
that
hope you choose that.
in the public domain.
Awesome. All right, so that's the slides. I think there are a couple of DAOs that didn't have slides that still want to tell us a little bit what they're about. So feel free to unmute yourself and go nuts.
Yeah, I'll jump in really fast. Hi, everyone. I'm Zaji. I'm from Madaga DAO. We're focused on women-led initiatives and supporting women in the crypto space. We have an event this Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be Crypto Jeopardy. So if you want to come play, you don't even have to join the DAO if you don't want to, but it'd be great to just have you come check it out. We're kind of in the mission of revamping ourselves a little bit right now. So it's also a great time to join and help us figure out what our new goals for the year will be and what we want to do. But overall, mainly raising funds for women-led initiatives and then donating those to different grants and then just supporting women in the space. So hope to see you there.
Awesome. Madaga Delta is probably one of my favorite DAOs. They're kind of the inspiration for this particular event and so many other things. If you want to learn how I think DAO should work, you should spend some time learning from Madaga Delta. Any other DAOs without a slide? And then we'll go back to Shenanigan as well. All right, I'm going to share my screen again, and we're going to go back to Shenanigan. Go nuts. Oh, now you can unmute yourself. Now go nuts.
All right, there we go. Hi, guys. Sorry about that earlier. Apparently the audio wasn't too bad, but I hope you can hear me now. Yeah, my name is Victor, and I'm, founder and head guy at Shenanigan. Shenanigan, we want to create positive investment for athletes. And we do that basically by creating goal-oriented opportunities that are better conducive to improving at what the athletes want to improve at instead of, the Web 2 variant, which is going for clicks, likes, and all that stuff. I could go into how we do it right now, and I could try to ramp it up, but I think it's best to go and read and come to the DAO Rush Week event. That'd be on Thursday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'm really excited for this DAO Rush Week event over all the other ones. We're actually having a live stream event on Twitch where you can go sign up and actually challenge yourself to do something that you want to get better at. I will be doing a 1-minute hang on my pull-up bar to try to see if I can do it. And you can go sign up on our Google form and actually earn our governance token particle for doing that and just showing up and being on stream. Obviously that's optional. You can still come and watch all the people doing what they want to do and learn more about us. Thank you.
Awesome. And since I didn't have it actually set to allow people to unmute themselves, are there any other DAOs, last call, to give a quick pitch if you didn't have a slide? All right. So that has been the DAO Rush Week opening session. Thanks so much for coming. Thanks so much for being a part of this event. Again, at the end of the day, we want people to join DAOs. Like you're excited about DAOs, I'm excited about DAOs. We see the potential that's there for this to kind of reshape how people organize. And for it to actually happen, there's so many more people out there that we have to show why they should join a DAO, how they can join a DAO. And you being part of that, I think, is a key part of the story. I'm really excited to see how this week plays out with all your events. Definitely support other DAOs by showing up to their events and seeing how you can participate there. And then at the end of the day, we want to do this on a quarterly basis so always look out for things that happen during the week that you like, things that you don't like, because if you're participating this quarter, that means you can shape what happens next quarter. So looking forward to seeing you in the Discord. You can go to DAORushweek.com, click the Discord link, join there. You'll be plugged into all the information during the week. And looking forward to a great DAO Rush Week with all of you. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Thank you, Naran.
Thanks, Naran.
Thanks.
Thank you, Naran.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Applause for
Neuron. Thanks,
Neuron.
everyone.